this week's Paint Your Style, as you saw from the cover page, is like Aurora Borealis, but night sky and green, unlike the previous one we had that was, I think, pinks and purples. This one is greens and blues, and I've pulled two color palettes that on camera don't look that different. They actually are though, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up. But the top one are super shifters. And the camera might not decide to pick it up. The bottom ones are just normal shimmers. The thing is, I don't know if these super shifters will play nicely with each other. So we're going to start out with test swatches. And I am going to do a test swatch of each. And we're going to see how nicely these play in like a rainbow thing of blending them together. So, sure. And I was also really silly and I didn't pre-wet these all. So, let's pre-wet them all. I just realized that if I switch out the bottom green, oh whatever, it's close enough. Sit for a minute. We are also having a wicked storm, so if you hear any background noise, it is just the rain absolutely pelting against the windows, because of course it has to rain when I decide to film. So I'm going to start this blend thing. Might not have let these sit long enough. I haven't. Oh, I hate having to be patient for super shifters to soak. Some take less time than others. So this also is like not cotton black paper. I only have little pieces left. I need to get more. So for now, we are going with the cheap stuff, or cheaper stuff. Lots of people blend super shifters for lettering, but not for big pieces. And that's how I tend to do it too. Is to just like blend them for lettering, but not for like real pieces. That being said, I'm happy with this so far. It's a little bit streaky, but cheap paper, and that's to be expected. Like this won't be a super smooth metallic piece. And our final one is, I think we needed a hint of dark blue, and so I did grab Be Still My Heart. Alright, let's let that dry. I'll label this so that I don't forget which one's which. They are stunning. I do love these colors. So those are our super shifters, and then we have our regular shimmers. And I say regular shimmers, but these are all still quite stunning. This is Wanderlust Nature. Into Emerald by Cozmick. Into something from Cozmick. Of course, I can't remember what it's called right now. What are you? Oh, you're Refresh. because your Jester's jade, which actually doesn't look that different on black. They look quite different on white. But on black, there isn't a huge difference. It's a little bit of a difference. Into Swamp Green, which was one of my very first colors from Aurora. And then into Bewitched as our dark blue. So this is and I think Super Shifters is gonna win. Really because of that. They're just so much more fun. They are not all paints from Laura. Actually, in each one, there's one that isn't Laura's. So Nature isn't Laura, and Gamma isn't Laura. But of the color shifters, most of them are pigments that she tested that didn't actually make it into the shop. So I have them, and I think I'm the only person that has them. But they are fun colors, and I do still like to use them. I think Super Shifters wins. It's way more fun. They're really hard to capture on camera in a rainstorm though. So now we've got a color palette. Like, this is like the traditional color palette for the piece, but it's not as fun. So Super Shifters wins. Is this palette empty? This palette is empty. Fantastic. Yeah. And now we get to cut down a piece of paper, because I don't think I want to do this 6x8, which is the smallest black paper I have right now that is not this size, whatever that size is. I think it's 2.5 by 3.5, because they're slightly smaller than an ATC, which always annoyed me that Legion made their paper pages slightly smaller than an ATC. So I think we're just going to cut this in half and turn it into a 4x6. Oh, there's like a weird flaw in this page. Alright. Does this page have the weird flaw? No, it doesn't. Alright. There we go. That goes back in, and this gets cut down to a 4-inch. Make this 4x6. I have a love-hate relationship with my Fiskars paper cutter. So as you can see, those are not the same size. There's a little lip. So either Strathmore's pages are the wrong size, or the Fiskar cuts off. And I've never figured out which it is, but I think it's the Fiskar because it does it on more than just this paper. And now we're going to tape out a border, but I'm going to tape it out in white. Normally I'd use green painter's tape, but I think green painter's tape would take away from this piece. So we're going to tape this out in white. I set this up like this, so I can sort of see what's going on. I can. Oh, I'm realizing I need the reference image as well. I don't know that I can do this reference imageless. This would be a fun challenge. I don't know that I want that challenge. Where's the actual end of this tape? And it's not straight. There, it's more straight. So we're doing the same thing that I did the last time I did this, where it's not where it's white gouache mountains. That's the word I was looking for. White gouache mountains, and then we sort of go in with more fun stuff. Here's the white gouache. Let's pull up a reference. Photos. How many days ago did I screenshot paint style? There we go. Paint your style. All right. Where's my white? There's my matte water. Here's my white. Let's pre-wet the white. And to be honest, like, we're taking this pretty basic. I'm going in and just like sort of splashing in some mountains. And then we're going to do fun stuff around the mountains. But the mountains are going to be pretty basic. I really don't think they need to shine in this piece. They're not the point of this piece. There's brushes that I want. All right. Do I not have a palette that I'm not going to be using for metallics? No, I don't. Of course I don't. right. I do love doing mountains like this. Where's my tutorial? For laying in all this white smoothly. Or more smoothly. Alright, I need to build these mountains up a bit more. Alright. I think that's where we're going to leave the white. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. So, let's put away the matte paints and the matte water. And I'm going to dry this really quickly. So, now that we're dry, let's get into this. I have several tiny round brushes. And I have a palette. Which I've apparently gotten paint all over already. And we're going to do this thing. All right. Let's start with this tiny line. These have all absorbed all their water. That is the thing with metallics, is that they absorb water really fast. I'm actually going to make 6 puddles for them in this tray. So that I can paint from here. Finally, Be Still My Heart in the middle. If I trusted this paper, I would be working wet on wet. I don't know that this paper can take that much water though. So we will not be working wet on wet. We will be working wet on dry. And pretty wet on dry, actually. Okay. Alright. This goes all the way out over here. I just put my arm in paint. Like that I'm saying that like it's a new thing in my studio. It's not. Let's watch around. Like that Google can't figure out, or YouTube can't figure out how to focus on the glitter. I don't know how to recreate this as the water shadow, but I'm sort of in love with it. Okay, so bright green goes down here. So much of this bright green. The darker green. Some of this. That's pretty solid. All right, let's peel. Oh, I love it. I love it. I don't know if I can get the full shift on camera. It's really fun. It's sort of stupidly fun. I like when ideas in my brain work. Okay, so what's the color palette? The color palette is... Let's grab a brush and swatch this. Oh, I'm so happy. Now I just need a sunny day so that I can take actually proper pictures and videos of this. Because it is so much fun. This is... So let's swatch everything and then I'll label. So there we go. 7 colors, super fun. I'm really happy with it. Now I just need a sunny day so that I can take actual photos of it, because super shifters really don't look good on cloudy days. But other than that, I think it looks absolutely fabulous. I love the Winsor Noon White Gouache. It is my favorite white for black paper, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic in this application. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please let me know down below. Do you like to use glitter paints in your pieces? I think it's fun. I think pieces like this are so much more fun, sparkly. There are some really cool ones of this week's Paint Your Style that I've seen done in mattes and neons. But honestly, as soon as I saw it, I knew that I was going to be doing it in either super shifters or shimmery paints on black paper. There was no question. So, thanks for watching.